Hey everybody, time for three terms. And today we're focusing on Derwin James, a safety for the Los Angeles Chargers. I tweeted this out a little while ago. I said I thought if you put every safety in the National Football League into an open draft, that I believe Derwin James would be the number one safety on the board for all 32 teams. And got some pushback. Look, there's other good safeties in the league. A lot of you mentioned Jamal Adams. You talk about Harrison Smith, Tyrann Mathieu. These guys are great players. But to me, Derwin James, when he's healthy and on the football field, is he's a different player. When you look at his combination of height, weight, speed, his instincts, everything he brings to the table, I just think he's special. He's one of one. And for a three-term evaluation, to look at him as a player and sum it up in three scouting terms, I came up with 3 E's. And the first one for me is energetic. Being around Andy Reid with the Philadelphia Eagles, he would always stress the importance of energy and how that really can fuel your team. And to me, Derwin James, he brings that passion, he brings that energy. I saw it being around Ed Reed up close and personal for 4 years. That same type of energy, I see the same type of energy from Derwin James. He makes a play, the whole team gets rallied around him, they get going. I mean, I've seen it calling their games for the last 2 years. You see his energy and you feel his energy when you're around him on the practice field. You see it when you're on the team playing. He just really brings that passion. So energetic would be number one. Number 2 on the list would be explosiveness. And this shows up in a variety of ways. You'll see it against the run. You'll see Derwin James close the alley in a hurry. He explodes to the alley. You see it as a blitzer. He's a dynamic blitzer that just explodes and eats up space very quickly. That explosiveness is on display with his range from the back end. When he has to play back in the post, you can see his range sideline to sideline. I like him better, and he's normally used closer to the line of scrimmage, but very much has that ability to play in the deep middle and range sideline to sideline because of his explosiveness. The third E, I wrote down he's an eraser. He really is. If you're going to play against a team with a very talented tight end, you could match Derwin James up man-to-man with him, and he can take him away. I talked about that space that exists. There's 4th down play against the Jacksonville Jaguars where you see him open up, almost bait the quarterback, Gardner Minshew, to dump the ball off to the flat, to the running back, and you see him just explode and erase that space. So he can take away players, he can take away the field, he takes away that space with his speed. So to me, he's a special player. He's a unique player. He's one of one. I believe he's the best safety in the National Football League, and I anticipate if he stays healthy for the 2020 season, I'm going to have a lot more people that agree with me on this one. Derwin James, as good as it gets.